I'm back with another mega physical media deal video for you all. We're talking the hottest physical media deals going on over on Amazon.com. These are prices as of June 30th, 2023, 9:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we got some bangers today on some amazing 4Ks, a couple awesome box sets in there. So let's get right into this list. Let me bring up number one for you all. And of course, we got to start with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on 4K. 53% off at $13.99. I love this movie so much. It's so stylized and put together in such a fantastical kind of way. And I just love the characters in here. I believe it's based on like a comic book or graphic novel. And it's just a really fun time. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers action. I have the 4K myself. Looks and sounds great. Can highly recommend it at that amazing price. Next up, we got The Little Mermaid on 4K, 68% off at $12.90. That's a great deal for a Disney title, especially on 4K. Now, I already have this one in the collection, but I paid way more for it than that. Just a great Disney movie from my childhood. I needed it in the collection, but if you missed out on it, now it's time to pick it up at that price. All right, next up, we got Babylon 5, The Road Home on 4K, 28% off at $28.99. Now, I don't know anything about Babylon 5, besides I believe it's a sci-fi movie, but this one is The Road Home. It must be a sequel to Babylon 5? I don't know. You guys let me know out there. What do you guys know about Babylon 5? Is The Road Home a really good solid movie? Let me know anything in the comments below for sure. Next up, we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales on 4K, 63% off at $9.99. Now that's a great price. Once again, another Disney title under 10 bucks. Woo! Very, very nice deal. Now, it's not my favorite Pirates movie. Actually, I don't remember too much about this movie. Besides, I believe Javier Ardem is the villain in this one. Remind me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I only really love the first and third Pirates movie. The rest of them kind of blend together and I've kind of forgot about. I definitely need to rewatch them all again, but still a pretty good deal on that one. All right, next up, Kong Skull Island on 4K, 64% off, $14.99. This is the most tempting deal to me because I don't have this one in the collection. I remember really liking this one. It was action-packed. King Kong was awesome. The jungle environments were great on Skull Island. And I just need to have a complete, Kong Kaiju universe set of movies. I love what they're doing with that universe. I'm ready for Kong vs. Godzilla 2. Super excited for that. So I have the other movies in the universe, but somehow I messed up on picking up Kong Skull Island on 4K. But now is the time. That's such a great deal. All right, next up we got Fast and Furious 8 movie collection, 56% off at $44.32. Great deal for 8 movies on 4K. Yeah, you don't get 9 and 10 in there. Of course, they're coming out with more Fast and Furious movies, but if you don't have any of these 8 movies, this isn't a bad start to pick them up. Once again, it's pretty cheap price for all 8 of these, so you might want to get these and then just pick up the sequels as they get released and whatnot. That still might save you some money in the long run. Or you might want to wait just until an entire box set is released. I'm sure we'll get that at some point, but who knows? Who knows how long this franchise will keep its, foot on the pedal going forward. I mean, we could get, 20, 30 of these Fast and Furious movies. Who knows? I know they say, part 2 to 10 might be the last one, but then they were talking to part 3. We got all these spin-offs. Who knows what's happening with this franchise? So now might be the time to get on that deal. Next up, we got The Thing on 4K for 53% off. $13.99. This is just a horror masterpiece movie. You got Kurt Russell in here. The Arctic setting is just so terrifying, but I love the practical effect work. It's, directed by pretty much my favorite horror director of all time, John Carpenter. Just an awesome movie. Kind of have a mystery in there too going on. I really like it. So yeah, if you don't have this one yet, you haven't checked it out, that's a pretty solid deal right there. Speaking of solid deals, we got Scarface, the 1983 one, 53% off at $13.99. This is the one with Al Pacino, Tony Montana, right? I really like this movie. It's probably my favorite crime drama movie of all time, maybe. It's definitely at the top, but I really like this one. Just the performance in here is so, so good, and it keeps you guessing right up to the end. So if you haven't seen Scarface yet, get on this deal. I don't know if it's going to get better than that. Next up, we got Inglorious Bastards on 4K, 53% off at $13.99. This is directed by Quentin Tarantino. Now, it took me a couple tries to really get into this movie, but rewatching it more and more, I pick up on more, and I did kind of fall in love with this movie. There's just something about it. It has that Quentin Tarantino writing style in there that really ties the story together and kind of shocks and awes you by the end. So, can highly recommend that one. Next up, we got Superman 5 film collection, which isn't really 5 movies, but just 2 cuts of Superman 2. I always have to call them out on that one, but we're at 39% off on that, so $82.95 is a pretty good deal on that one. Now to get it, once again, it was a lot more expensive when it first came out. This price right here tempts me a little bit more just to get them all on 4K now. But there we go. Those were the best deals I found on Amazon.com so far this week. Let me know in the comments below, do any of these deals interest you, or did I miss out on any of them you want to share out to the community down below? Also, if you do go for any of these deals, please go through my Amazon affiliate links in the description below, as that will give some credit to my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you love collecting physical media just like me, make sure you subscribe right now. That way I can keep you entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
Take my hand and swear eternal loyalty.
And if you enjoy these physical media topics, check out another one right now. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters.